Alright guys, as promised, I am doing my introduction to doTerra essential oils PowerPoint presentation. I was unable to get the presentation uploaded to a video. I'm sure there's a way to do it, I just haven't figured it out yet. I'm going to have to play around with it some more. So I just wanted to go ahead and kind of get this out there for y'all, so when I do my live interview on Friday, y'all have a background information and some basic information going into it. So, welcome to Introduction to doTerra Essential Oils. So, to begin with, I just want to kind of go over what an essential oil is. So, if you've ever enjoyed the scent of a rose, you've experienced the aromatic qualities of essential oils. These naturally occurring, volatile, aromatic compounds are found in the seeds, bark, stems, roots, flowers, and other parts of plants. They can be both beautifully and powerfully fragrant. In addition to giving plants their distinctive smells, essential oils protect plants and play a role in plant pollination. Excuse me. So, why doTerra? Well, doTerra is very powerful. 1 drop of doTerra peppermint oil is equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So that's a lot less peppermint that you have to take in to equal the amount of tea you would have to drink to get the same effects of the peppermint oil, 1 drop of peppermint oil. doTerra oils are pure. They are CPTG, that's certified pure therapeutic grade oils. There is a series of tests that every oil has to go through to be considered pure, certified pure therapeutic grade by doTerra standards. They developed this term, and they have developed these tests to make sure that every oil that they put out for their consumers and the people that are going to be using them, that they are actually pure. They have no pollen, they have no pesticides, they have no chemicals, they have nothing but just the essential oil in it. And just to name a few of those tests for you, there is the gas sorry, it's hard to pronounce some of these words. Gas chromatography, heavy metal testing, microbial testing, isotopic analysis, organoleptic testing, and like I said, there's several other tests that I am not going to try to pronounce because they are very difficult to pronounce. And if you do in the future would like to have this PowerPoint presentation to view, I'm happy to share it with you and to email it to you. You can just email me at chirpiesnaturalsolutions@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to email this presentation to you. There's a few pictures in here that I'm not going to be able to put on my presentation, but if you want to see the whole presentation with the pictures, feel free to email me and I will send you this presentation with no problem. doTerra oils are able to penetrate. They penetrate the cell wall. And this is a picture I have in my presentation of a cell, and a picture of a representation of bacteria and a virus in the oil. The oil is able to go through the cell wall, and if you remember back to your days in biology, viruses can penetrate the cell wall, but bacteria cannot. So that's part of why when we get sick with a virus, we are not able to have antibiotics, because the antibiotic cannot get through the cell wall. But doTerra oils and essential oils in general can penetrate the cell wall and get into what's causing the illness is, and where that virus is in this cell. It can get in there and it can attack that virus straight inside the cell, and there are no side effects. As you know, if you've ever had any kind of medication or taken anything that a doctor has prescribed you, you get that prescription information sheet and you look at all the side effects. That could be anything from may cause drowsiness all the way to, in rare instances, can cause death. Well, these oils, very rare. I won't say they never cause side effects, but because, I mean, anything can have a side effect in some people. Different people react differently to different things, obviously, but generally, overall, there are no side effects to these essential oils. Obviously, though, if you are sensitive to certain things, you could have some reaction, but not the negative side effects and not the same number of side effects and things that other prescription drugs have. So they are very good to use to help support your body in that, and without having to worry about those negative side effects that medication that we get prescribed by our doctors has. How can the oils be used? They can be used aromatically, they can be used internally, or topically. Aromatically, you can use them you can diffuse them from a diffuser, or you can diffuse them as using your own body even. You can take a couple of drops in your hand, rub your hands together, and then cup your hands around your nose and mouth and breathe in and take the oils in that way. And topically, just as I said, put a couple of drops in your hand and rub your hands together. You can get it in that way. You can also put it on the bottom of your feet. The feet have the largest pores in the body, so that's a really good way to get oils into your system quickly and easily. Especially if you don't like the way it smells, that's a good way to do it. It's to put it on the bottom of your feet so you get the benefits of the oil, but not the smell of it. And then internally, you can, with a lot of the oils, you can cook with them. You can drink them in water. You can take them in pill form. Each oil is different. Some of them are, they do not recommend taking internally. Other ones, they don't recommend using most of them you can use topically, actually. I was going to say that they don't recommend topically, but most of them you can use topically and aromatically, but maybe not internally. But you just kind of have to read the labels and see what they say and what they recommend. And when you're using it topically, a good rule of thumb is you can always use coconut oil to help with to dilute it down. Like if you're using it on sensitive skin or with children, you want to dilute it down. Coconut oil is a good way to do that, and a good medium. You can use just straight coconut oil you buy from the store, or you can use fractionated coconut oil. The difference between the two is the oil you buy at the store will be more of a solid form, but it melts very easily with just the temperature of your hand, so just, body heat, it'll melt. Fractionated coconut oil never gets solid. It's always in a liquid form. And if you ever get an oil, use an oil and it's a hot oil, or it starts burning, or you get it, like if you're using peppermint, like you've, put a little bit of peppermint, like maybe in your hands to kind of help wake you up, and a few minutes later you forget that you had, and you go to rub your eye, and then all of a sudden your eye starts burning because of the peppermint that's still on your fingers. You can take some of that coconut oil and you can put it on your eye or around the eye where it's burning, and kind of help cool that down a little bit and cut that oil down some. So what can oils be used for? They can be used for pain, cough and cold, weight control, immune support, digestive issues, sleep or calming issues, stress and anxiety, mood management, skin issues, skin care, for cleansing, either from full body cleansing or like a cellular level cleansing, either way. And then there's also what the product line that doTerra has called Lifelong Vitality. It is a combination of 3 different pills that you can take that are like a multivitamin, omega-3 type vitamins, and then another complex that you can take. And I will probably take each one of these and make these a topic of a video for each, and talk about the different oils that you can use for each one. But like I said, this is just an introduction, so I'm not going to go into a lot of details with this just tonight. And then what else can doTerra offer? They have a Modern Essentials book, which is like a textbook that has all the oils in it, and tells you about the oil, where it's sourced from, what it can be used for, if it can be used topically, internally, or aromatically. Very good source to go to. And so if you have an oil, you're going, what can I use this oil for? You can look the oil up and it'll tell you, or you go, hey, I'm having I got this rash and I don't know what oil to use on it. you can look it up in the book, and it can also tell you what oils to use on it, because it does it both ways. It gives you the oils and it gives you conditions. So you can look at it either way. doTerra offers wholesale accounts. A wholesale account is basically for wellness advocates who are trying to build a team and who want to share and sign people up to use doTerra and to do the same thing with that. And with that, you get the wholesale price of the oils, which is a reduced price from the retail price. So if you're not a doTerra wellness advocate, you pay the retail price, and that's part of the incentive, and part of the good thing about signing up as a wellness advocate is you're able to get the discounted price. Last year, however, doTerra started a new thing where they started what they call basically a consumer account, which just means all you want to do is you want to use the oils. Before, everyone who signed up with doTerra had to sign up and wanted to get the wholesale price. They had to sign up as a wellness advocate. They didn't have to build their team or sign people up, but they were all wellness advocates. So this way, if you don't want to do that, you can just be a consumer and just sign up to get the consumer, to be on a consumer account, but get the wholesale pricing of as though you're a wellness advocate. And if you sign up initially and just thinking, I'm just going to use the oils, I don't really want to share it, I don't want to build a team, I don't want to do any of that, I don't want to mess with it, I just want to use the oils, that's fine. And then if 2, 3 months, 6 months, a year or more later, you decide, I really like these oils and I really want to share them with people, and I want to kind of see if I can maybe make some money at this and that type of thing, you can change it. You can change it at any time that you want to. Or maybe you're using the oils and you weren't going to be a consumer, or you weren't going to be a wellness advocate, and a friend sees you using them, or they say, hey, I've got this going on, talking to you about something they got going on. You're like, oh, you should try these oils. They try it, they fall in love with it, they want it. They can either sign up as a consumer, they can sign up as a consumer under you if you want to, or they can sign up as a consumer under the person that signed you up. But if they sign up under you, you got a chance to make some money. So you can switch at that time if you want to. It's completely up to you, and it's very variable and easy to do with doTerra. They are very client friendly and very easy to work with company and organization. And then doTerra also offers what they call a LRP, or Loyalty Rewards Program. And what this is if you have an order every month, there's a certain amount of product you have to buy each month. But as long as you buy that minimum amount of product each month, then you will get to keep so many points that they assign. It's usually about 1 point per dollar that you spend. So those points you get to keep a percentage of those points from each order, and then those points will add up over time, and then you can exchange those points for product in the future. So that's just a very basic, quick snapshot and overview of doTerra and essential oils. I'm sure you got lots more questions. This Friday, though, I don't have the time yet, but I will let y'all know about that, probably through a tweet. I will, and the small YouTuber Wolfpack, I will let them know, and so to be looking for that. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment in this video, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. And if you're not part of the small YouTuber Wolfpack, you can always contact Haley or myself. Again, I'm available at my email address or in comments in this video. And you can always, I can come back and let you know what time it is, or get in touch with you, whichever you need me to do. Either through Haley, she's a Haley Fam Jeweler. So either way, however you want to get in touch with me or her, that's fine. But I will be letting y'all know about that in the future. And I'm going to be also putting a slide up after this video of a list of subscribers that I have. I know this is not the full list, so I'm putting this up to let y'all know that if you're not on this list, then you're not going to be eligible for drawings. And I do want you to be able to be eligible for drawings if you are a subscriber. in the future. I don't know when I'll do my next drawing, but I do want everyone to have an opportunity to be a part of those drawings. So take a look at this slide and make sure your name is on here. If it's not, let me know, and I will be happy to add your name to it. But I do want you to be a subscriber for me to add it to it, please. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, and let me know so I can add you to this list. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy this video.